All right, so we this is the first ever three-way
What?
before and after.
Start over.
Yeah.
This is the first. Yeah, because it's not our first three-way anything.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
What?
It's just our first three-way movie watch.
Well,
We already got that done off camera.
Yeah,
On
exactly.
this camera, it's our first
Zip it up.
three-way.
Right.
Is it safe to say we all love Ghost Protocol?
Ghost
Yes.
Protocol is awesome.
Okay, so we're expecting good things from this movie in general.
That's right. You've got.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Tom Cruise and Christopher McQuarrie. They've kind of sort of developed a rapport. They did Jack Reacher together.
Yep.
And he wrote Edge of Tomorrow and Valkyrie as well.
Yeah.
So they kind of have this little thing going on here.
Yeah, this is only like his third movie directing, right? I enjoyed Jack Reacher more than I expected to based on, I saw it late, I didn't see it in the theater, but when I saw it, I wasn't expecting much based on what I heard, but I enjoyed it.
Jack
Okay.
Reacher was maybe my least favorite thing Tom Cruise has been in a long time.
I didn't like Jack Reacher at all.
That's
You
the
didn't?
Nah.
that's the only movie I've enjoyed Jai Courtney in.
And I'll tell you what, this is the actual thing about Jai Courtney. I forgot he was in that movie. That's basically.
Well, it stood out to me
Someone's-
so much that I was enjoying his performance. He says almost nothing, and he's very menacing. He's a bad guy. He just kind of
Yeah.
creepy stalks, and that's what he should do.
It's unfortunate about him because I want to like Jai Courtney, but he's always, oh yeah, he was in that movie.
I should, for a guy whose own brother is named Jai, I should be more aware of a famous person named Jai.
Right.
And Jai Courtney, I can name maybe 2 movies that he's done.
I can name a few. He's in the Good Day to Die Hard.
Yeah,
That's one of
That's
them.
the one I remember him in for whatever reason, and of course Terminator Genisys.
And he's in
Yeah.
Divergent, right?
Is he?
Yeah, he's in that, but you know,
I couldn't-
I mean, he's playing asshole number 1, basically, is what he's playing, and just asshole in every movie.
But he's not in this movie.
Yeah, no, he's not in this.
No, he's not. We've talked a lot about him, though.
Simon Pegg is in this movie.
Yes.
Again.
But we also love.
Yeah,
But John Travolta's not in this movie.
no, thank God.
But we talked a lot about him.
Cruz and Travolta should do a movie together.
God,
Just
that
have
would be
that
awesome.
Scientology buds
Go
type
ahead
of
and
thing
throw
going on.
Will Smith in there too?
Yeah,
For
throw
good-
Will Smith in
good
there.
mixture.
Yeah.
Barry, what's his name?
Is Brooke Shields a Scientologist?
Barry.
No,
What's the
definitely
guy's
not.
name? I'm thinking Barry.
Barry.
Oh, Barry. Barry Allen?
No, you know what I'm talking about.
No.
I don't.
Guy from Seventh Heaven?
No.
The guy from Seventh Heaven.
Barry
that
Pepper?
has-
Barry Pepper.
Barry
All
Pepper.
right.
Oh,
Pounds.
7 pounds. Is that what it
He's
is?
I like how
that,
close he
okay.
got. But he's not in this movie, right?
No, but we sure have talked about him a
Yeah,
lot.
that's right.
The movie. Do we have any parting thoughts before we go see this thing and see what happens?
We're all pumped, right? We're all excited.
Yep.
We're all optimistic.
Rogue Nation. We're
Yeah.
about to
Yep.
go see it.
Yep.
We'll come back and we'll tell you what we thought, and then I'll cut it together and we'll put it on the internets.
We're gonna cruise into the theater and
Aha. That's
See if you
right.
can come up with a better one for after the movie.
probably have something to do with Peg.
All right, so Rogue Nation, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, we just saw it in IMAX, and I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, I liked it
It
quite
was
a
a
bit.
delight.
Opera house scene, definitely the best
You
to
think?
me. To me, yes.
I thought that was probably the best overall set piece. The whole, God, how long is that Opera House scene? It's like 20, 25 minutes
Yeah.
of setup and then execution of this chase fight, and there's
And
so
just-
many pieces involved.
and millions of characters, and you're
Yeah.
just like, what's going on?
And you feel like you're figuring things out with him.
You do.
Right.
Like,
right.
it's not like a lot of Mission Impossible stuff where you feel like he knows something you don't know, and you're like, wait, what does he know?
Yeah.
This one, you're right with.
What did we think of the female?
Oh, love her.
Yeah, she was pretty good,
Think
right?
she's amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
pretty easy on the eyes.
easy on the eyes, but yeah,
Sort of
she's
ninja.
believably a badass in this
Yeah.
movie. I don't know how much of it was her and how much of it was stunts, but
There's an underwater... Hi, buddy.
What's up?
There's an underwater action sequence that made me anxious, and I mean that as a compliment. That sequence actually reminded me of Brad Bird a lot.
I heard that he actually did a lot of training, like holding his breath for that scene. I'm not even joking.
No,
Like,
I believe it.
he-
I
breath,
mean, it's
breath holding training.
there is a real difference when Tom Cruise does an action movie these days. Now that he's all like, you know, going in, and your brain knows, your subconscious knows, he really did that shit. And when I'm watching Fast and Furious 7, which I haven't done yet, did not really drive a car from one building into another one. I know
Yeah.
that didn't really happen.
in Fast and Furious, the ridiculousness should kill them at least 15 times in the movie.
Yeah.
Whereas in Mission Impossible, there's probably a couple of moments in here
Where they should be dead,
Where they should
but-
be dead. And you know, I think I can handle that a little bit more than like in Fast and Furious, where they're like, "Fuck you! You can't. They're going to just. They're just going to live. It doesn't matter."
Yeah.
The scene with the motorcycles and everything, I think is great because it's another one of those really good chase scenes where they put the camera at the motorcycle level and car level and everything seems faster and everything, and it seems realer.
I was gonna say it felt like they were going really fast. Do we know who? Obviously we could look it up, but do we know who did the score? There's also that
You know
opera that they're singing in the opera house. It has that famous
Yeah.
and that is woven throughout the action sequences.
Yeah, there's even a callback to it in the last scene where
Yeah.
he's doing the music there.
I was really
thought that
impressed
was
with
really
that.
cool. On this video, I will be looking this up on the IMDb.
There we go.
And-
We're real people.
Yeah, it's Joe Kramer is his name. By the way, did you recognize who he was?
No, I was actually trying to figure out who
There's
he was.
really only one movie that I can think of that I really remember him in, and that was Prometheus. The British guy in Prometheus that wants to steal the. I think he wants to.
He looked nothing like.
Yeah, because he had the red beard.
Yeah.
And everything.
How the fuck did
Yeah.
you pick him out?
I didn't pick him out. I checked it out.
I just saw it a second ago when I was on IMDb.
Yeah, the guy's name is Sean Harris. Anyway.
Well, Philip Seymour Hoffman is, in my opinion, still the best villain they've had.
Oh,
in
for
any of
sure.
these movies. This movie feels a little Bond. Like,
Yeah.
It feels a lot more Bond than any of the other ones ever have to me. But I wouldn't mind them doing what Bond does and giving us a more compelling villain every time out. Instead of just, it's always Ethan and the team versus the odds, it seems like. But yeah, I'd like to see somebody charismatic, somebody that makes me go, ooh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
This guy was just, he was like an accountant.
Right. We'll probably end up having Alec Baldwin be the bad guy in the next one, you know, like, well.
I mean, that's the thing, is that the women always change in these movies, and the CIA boss always changes in these movies. And I wonder if we're going to get, it felt like they were setting up Alec Baldwin for the next movie, that he will still be in it.
Yeah, sort of the Ray Fiennes of,
Yeah.
you know, this.
You already had John Boyd, Anthony Hopkins, two people in the third movie.
Yeah, you had Fishburne, and you
Fishburne,
had,
Benham.
yeah, and it's like the, you know, the class in Harry Potter, the dark arts teacher. You
that's
know,
right.
They kind of a revolving door of.
That is a solid A for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would, especially so far this summer, it's definitely top of the heap.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's number one, but it's up there.
Yeah.
I need some time to think on it, but yeah, there's a couple of stinkers so far. And this
Yeah.
one was not one
It's
of those.
definitely better than that Avengers 2 bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that movie. Fucking Ultron.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fuck a bunch of Ultron. That's what we're saying.
Ultron. Who said that? Somebody back here liked it all right.
Someone back there liked it.
We can do that, hey, right nut. Are we rolling? Who's the penis in between us?
That's right.
Nerds.
I'm the penis in between us.
I just checked my zipper to take that joke to an extra uncomfortable level.
I think I would like Jai Courtney better if he had started as like a seasoned villain on Buffy the Vampire Slayer a long time ago. Then I'd be like, oh yeah, here he is again. Good for him.
Yeah, you're willing
like
to.
anybody that played a villain on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
And
All three will be in
Jean
all
Reno,
future
right?
installments.
Is Jean Reno?
Yeah, he was in the first one. And then
But
he
he-
died in a horrible helicopter
That's right.
explosion.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
we will
right,
never
yeah.
see Jean Reno again.
I mean, if we do, that would be a hell of a
But we
twist.
will because we've seen that character. He plays that same character in everything he does. So
No, that's
it's-
true.
So it's all right.
Except
Yeah.
for the professional.
Find out that somebody was wearing a mask of Jean Reno in the first one.
Yeah.
And he was actually like, it was actually Gerard Depardieu the whole time. let's not forget that in Face Off, the Nicolas Cage turned into John Travolta has sex with his wife, and his wife is like, I don't see anything different about this.
Yeah, nothing at all.
This is-
They have the
Yeah.
same penis.
Yeah.
You talk about Jack Reacher, and you also talk about that movie you did with Cameron Diaz. That was,
But I like that one
that was,
still.
you know,
Night and Day.
Night and Day.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but that's you.
That's you.
I know I didn't do it, but I mean,
That's a
but I
guy.
can watch it. And I can see why he picked
He
it.
had that small period of time where he's like, hey guys, I'm normal like everybody. See, I can do comedy too. And then, you know.
That's a guy who's hit and miss right there for me. Like James Mangold, like
Yeah.
I either love it or I really don't like it.
Yeah.
I give him points for at least variety in the kinds of movies he makes, because every time I read about a new James Mangold movie, I'm like, really? The guy that did Copland?
And that's how Bill becomes a law.
That's right.
Sorry, what?
Oh, that's right. Shine a light. Whoa.
No, that's not going to work. All right, so we'll just be a little dark.
I can do this for me in the back here.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, that's not.
Once you sort of realize what the plan is, he basically has to hold his water.
He's not allowed to go pee-pee for so long, for 3 minutes.
He has to hold his breath for over 3 minutes.
You know I have to make water, Miss Daisy. Even Star Wars, we could throw that in there. That's a possibility that's going to be really good. Also a possibility that it'll disappoint us, and just like.
It's so. But I think I wrote. Just remember how excited you were the last time they announced new Star Wars movies were coming. Like, I was 100% skeptic, and I have moved all the way from what they've shown me so far.
I mean,
I'm in.
come on, the footage in that movie is enough to be like, all right, this is better.
Yep.
So,
Well, the little thing they made for the fans at Comic-Con, without saying it, said, "Hey, don't worry about
Yeah.
those first movies."
Yeah.
yeah.
But they said it without saying it.
And going back to practical effects and
Yeah, that's
all
yeah,
that is going to be great, because the one thing that immediately hits you in the face about the prequels is how fake everything is.
Yep.
That shot of the freaking Star Destroyer is just money every single time.
In case you're curious, we had the Star Wars trailer in front of our movie, and it's probably why it's fresh in our minds.
Yeah.
But,
I will say this about this Mission Impossible: it did not have any IMAX scenes at all.
yeah, I mean, I don't mind watching. I love that screen, and it was a spectacle. But yeah, I kept waiting for the footage to expand
And
up.
there were several moments where it could have if
Yeah.
they did it, but they didn't. So, I mean, while it was cool and in an IMAX theater, it wasn't IMAX. So
Right, it was not shot with an IMAX
Yeah.
camera. Thumbs up, you should go see it, probably in the theater. It's a spectacle.
Yeah, there's all that.
Thanks for joining me for my first three-way, guys.
Hey, what? It's not your first three-way.
Hardly your first.
My
You
first,
see how I stuck that in there
my
too?
first
Hardly.
three-way in a car, okay? All right.